Hey y'all, it's just Rhonda. Happy Monday. We back again to talk about these Never Ever Mets. It's season 1, episode 9. One more episode. And then I don't know. Then we'll see if these people have gone off into their happily ever after. I'm gonna say some have not. I've been a little nosy this week. Did I tell y'all to like the video? Y'all like the video and subscribe. Tell some people to subscribe over here. We're trying to grow this thing. We're trying to get bigger. Share with your friends. Anyway, Jody's sitting here with the therapist by herself because, she's acting very disconnected. I don't know, like, what it is she got going on. So Dr. Allie asked Jody if she thinks the relationship is worth pursuing, and Jody says yes. And I'm curious as to what it is that she is pursuing, because it's one thing to not really be feeling somebody romantically, and it's a whole nother thing to be just irritated. And that's what it's giving, irritated. For why? I don't understand. Anyway, she says she's a complex person, but I feel like, okay, we can all be complex, I guess, at some point or another, depending on, how we arrived at this point in our lives, I suppose. But, complex is when two people get together and then try to, build a life moving forward. Some of y'all be over here talking about matrimony forever, ever until death do you part and stuff. And I think that's fine and good. I think however you decide to do it, there should be a clear understanding as to how, one step forward, 2 steps forward, how we gonna move forward. And hopefully we like each other. We're gonna sometimes be irritated, but not always be irritated. That's all I'm saying. Aaron seemingly accepts Jody, this is according to her. He accepts her for who she is. You know what I'm saying? Flaws and all, because she's also very complex and everything. But Dr. Allie asked if she accepts him. And then she got to think about it, child. If we continue the conversation, and I'm like, what conversation? When you like somebody, like, it just in the beginning, like, the work shouldn't be right here. I feel like when you meet somebody, you've been talking to them, engaging with them for the last 9 months over line. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say nothing. Well, wait a second. Anyway, can I just say, Aaron is very charming, and I can understand why Jody would like to have a conversation with him. You know what I'm saying? We only see her be cranky, and we know how everybody has their role they're supposed to be in this program here, the Never Ever Met. So I'm gonna just say I could see why she would want to have Aaron around. And if that's the case, then I think being a good friend is how you should do that, and stop trying to pretend like there's something that's going on that's not. It's irritating. Jody said that they connect over a creative process. And I wonder, so far what we've seen is him put into her and pour into her and pour into her. So I wonder if he's pouring into her creatively. And what, I don't know that she's a creative. I haven't really seen it. I know she's a sexologist coach. She told Dr. Allie that's why she chose her field, because she understands sex. And I understand that when you meet somebody and y'all like each other, like, that part's easy. That's the easy part. Y'all shouldn't be at this struggle part right now. Shay and Josh is over there tearing up the boom boom room, and the Bishop is over there sucking all over Diamond's toes. And Millie, well, her and Greg, they went ahead and tested out the boom boom room. I don't think Chris getting none. And I hope he don't. Raggedy stuff. Anyway, we ain't over there to him yet. I don't know. I think Jody probably, based on the things that she's been through, definitely has some challenges with love and intimacy, but I don't think that's what's going on here. Is she an actor? I don't know what's happening. I do know people sometimes act like if they act all hard, they can control love, but the thing is, like, you can't control it. So, however much you think you have control of your feelings, when the love bug hits you, you know, you're gonna be scratching, girl, because that's how it works. Anyway, Josh and Shay, they sit with Tyronda. She just wants to know, like, y'all have been, you know, doing this whole thing for 12 years. So what's the plan? What are you talking about? Um, Let me back up for a minute. I don't think Jody and Aaron have a plan. I don't think there is no plan. They flying by the seat of their pants, just seeing what's up. Shay and Josh, child. Their plan is to take a tour of Texas and find a place that's gonna allow Shay to like do brunch and be out and do things. And I was like, you know what? Let me go see what she be doing. So I went over to her Instagram page and she be out like at the lounges and having brunches and things, you know, on the beach in a bikini. It's a lot of her ass. I've seen a lot of her ass. Y'all is the naked generation. Y'all just want to be naked every damn where. All down to the amusement park. It's Miami, which explains why Shay never like, you know, really has clothes on. Miami is a different kind of beast down there, but it don't look like Texas. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. We have until, you know, one more episode, see how, you know, what everything, but it's 2 years ago. And it feels like she's not in Texas. That's all I'm saying. It seemed like a lot of water wherever she was and bikinis and things. Do they do that in Texas? I don't think so. Not the when I didn't see nobody in no bikinis when I was in Texas. I just seen no water, just dryness. I wasn't at Houston. I was at Dallas. Anyway, they're gonna find a place that fits their lifestyle. What is y'all's lifestyle? I mean, I see like Shay's lifestyle is, I'm just saying, like, what do y'all do for a living? I don't know what anybody does for a living except for Jody, who is a sexology coach. And then the bishop is I don't know, some type of fancy waste control type person. He got businesses, lots of them. I don't know what Diamond do. Fight Club. Do you got to pay for Fight Club? Is there a membership fee? I mean, not for nothing. Seems like she's very good at finding people that are interested in joining Fight Club. So shoot, it might be lucrative. I don't know. Aaron is an artist. Greg and Millie, I guess they're actors. Are they actors? They look like actors. Okay, Sandia, she's a nurse, or at least studying to be one. I'm just saying, like these lifestyles, like how, you know, so Josh does what? I don't know. He's got 2 kids with 2 different women. I don't know who has custody of these children. First he said he didn't want to like leave his kids behind because, and I mean, as he, you know, that's, come on. I wonder how I would feel about a person who wants me to uproot my life away from my kids rather than just come to Tennessee or Georgia at least. Like y'all could have did Atlanta. He could go see his kids all the time. I'm just trying to figure out like we want to go to Texas and I've never lived with anyone in my whole life before. So the first time out, I'm gonna take my happy ass all the way to Texas with Josh, who we don't know what he does. He's a homebody, simple life type of dude in Tennessee. I have a whole picture in my head. For real, for real. And it don't match bikini girl walking around in the beach and stuff with her booty cheeks out. Nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying it don't match. Where his baby mama's gonna be? Are they just gonna let him take the kids off to Texas or are they coming to Texas? I'd like to hear more about your plan. It seems like, you know, y'all have somewhat of a plan. So we got Aaron and Jody, zero plan. They just came to figure it out and see what's up. Josh and Shay, 12 years in, they figuring out a plan. What did my boy Nick say? They done had a whole year write the book report and they done came home with nothing. We gonna go to Texas and live happily ever after. I like kids. To run like, he got kids, right? You like baby mamas? You should get to know them. If you're gonna be trying to talk about you gonna take care of their kids. There's two of them. If we're gonna be extending the family, child, we gotta extend the whole family. Y'all, you and Josh need to go back with your notebook, write some more things down. We got one more episode, so let's see what it looked like next week. Chris and Sandia go on a date. It's all horseback riding over into the sunset, and I couldn't see Chris having it any other way. He's a little fly guy. It's a beautiful day until he start opening his mouth. Are you leaving here with me or are you going home by yourself? Stop pressuring me, boy. When we got here, you was like, it's not my girlfriend. I'm gets girls, and I don't have no problems getting girls. Now you want me to make a commitment about going home with you already? She was like, I'm open. Said, do you have very high hopes? Please don't disappoint me. I want to know what you open to. What is he asking you to do? Because he got here, he's not in a relationship. Honestly, like y'all are 3 months in. I don't know what it is. Y'all are just meeting each other. Just pause. What did you in such a rush for, Chris? Seems sketchy. Do you see us long term? What are you about to do? Introduce her to your mother, Playboy? Your friend said you be trying to be over here in a relationship, and now, like, as ignorant as he sounded when he was there, you over here asking this lady to be what, committed to you when you just said you don't want to? Who is the real Chris? Which one are you? This guy over here that's like got her over the side? Because what you said was, I like to do it really big. Is this the moment before you go ghost? Ask this girl, do you want to be my girl? Nigga, he laid it on thick. He asked her what was she gonna do when she go back home. She was like, get back in my regular routine. Like, I got to go to school and work out the things I was doing before I came over here. But this nigga came out of his mouth talking about, I don't want you to work. I feel like when I met this guy, I said he was gonna try to put her in a castle and don't let her come out. And here we are, only 9 weeks later, talking about, I don't want you to work. I prefer you in the house. Washing, ironing, food preparing, and entertaining. Just forget about being a nurse. Don't worry about your dreams. They're not important, just like your opinion. She didn't already pass her exam. And you talking about, I don't want you to work. What is your vision? What do you do? Entrepreneur? You want me to quit my job? She was like, no, I won't be quitting any jobs. That's not what I'll be doing. Now, if you want me to come through, take care of the house, that's that wife shit over there. I pay all the bills if that's what you want to do, but I'm going to have my money. So don't play. That's what I heard her say. Y'all said she was quiet. I heard her say, for real? And I told you to go to the therapist and you liked it. And so who's over here making good decisions? He's like, you did that. Sandia, I have very high hopes. I need you to come through for me. I'm just saying. I ain't waging no bets, but I'm just, Dr. Allie sits down with the Bishop and Diamond. She asked them how their experience has been, and they both went straight into how these kids is over here getting on their daggone nerves, starting a bunch of drama in the house, stressing them out. They don't listen. They don't do what you tell them to do. All they do is cause drama, but all this drama they've been causing been making us get a lot closer together. I will say that sometimes, you know, you got to go through things to get through things. And when you get through things on the other side, you be closer together. And the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. What might be right for you might not be right for some. That's the bishop's favorite song. Different strokes to rule the world over here, y'all. Dr. Ellie was like, are you in there like trying to give these people advice? And the bishop's like, yeah, but they weren't receiving it. Told y'all, told you, they don't listen. The doctor was like, well, did any family members come? Diamond's like, yeah, my sister came, but that was terrible. And Bishop was like, listen, I tried to remain cool, but I ended up having to call her a few ugly bitches. It was out of my control. I really tried to hold myself together, but I couldn't. I just exploded. Dr. Ellie's like, so like now that he called your sister a couple few ugly bitches, what does that mean for your relationship for the three of you? And Diamond's like, it ain't no three. I might like hang out with her sometime, talk to her every now and then, but as far as you know, she's out. My man, my man, my man. I guess, girl. He's like the co-chairman of the Fight Club. You need him, but I mean, I feel like your sister, she should definitely have a job description over there because she come through. She should be the person that greets the people at the door. When you join Fight Club, her sister, I don't want to keep calling that lady Annister. Her sister should be like the first person you run across. And if you can get past her, then you might be able to be a member of the Fight Club. But you got to pay your dues though, because that's how the lovely Diamond makes a living. Dr. Allen was like, well, I mean, I'm gonna need you two to stop starting shit in order to like strengthen your bond. So maybe you can just take it easy on that and go live your life happily ever after. I mean, I agree, Dr. Ali, ain't really nothing you could do with that. Just let it, you know. I feel like if I seen them coming, I would probably automatically know I should proceed with caution. It's like a bright red flashing light. Stop sign. Don't go up there. Josh and Shay go on their final date. They going to get matching tattoos. I was down there to Enigma Cat's tattoo place over there. I believe his name is Deshay was over there doing tattoos. I love that, you know, she has this whole situation over there. Shout out to Cat. They're getting matching tattoos at Enigma by Deshay. Now, I'm gonna say if I went to LA, I would probably want to go over there to Enigma and get a tattoo also. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I could afford Cat. I don't know if she's taking appointments. She's the one I would want, but I know that like, you know, there's Kevin over there. Like I know there's some people over there, you know. So I'm not mad at that. As long as they're not writing each other's name down, like if it's a dope tattoo, I don't care. I don't have a problem with having, like, you know, like homeboy was telling her, it's part of your story. So if you can live with that, like I'm fine with it. She didn't write Josh in a heart over there on her, you know, it's a memory. Josh wants to do like a whole tattoo story. And I'm gonna say this for the last time, Josh. You have some dental issues that need to be addressed before you go ahead and start making tattoos. Now you go ahead online to like dental.com or something and get you some dental insurance and then start the processing because this is, you know, this is something I ain't really gonna be able to get past. I don't, you know, it is what it is. Shay, you over there doing what you want to do, but I'm just saying, instead of being over here like getting tattoos, although like I'm gonna give you this one because you over here in LA and you at Enigma and you got Deshay doing your tattoo, like I feel like, okay, you get a pass for that. But when you go home, Josh, get you some dental insurance and get your kids on there too. You know what I'm saying? This girl's still running around Miami with her bikini booty cheeks hanging out. So just go ahead, make sure that's a thing. And then, Texas is a thing if that's what you want to do. I don't know if you want to do it with Shay or who you're going to do it with. I just want you to go ahead and make better decisions when it comes to your dental health. It's very important. It's not like he proposed. It's just a tattoo. Oh, shit. Sorry. Greg and Millie have a date. Can I just say this was my moment? I was just sitting here cheesing at the TV like a fool. What can I say? Don't judge me. Greg was over here looking all handsome, and Millie was over here being all cute, and she was all mushy and not mean and cranky, and she was calling him babe, and I was like, what happened in the boom boom room? I unfortunately don't think you can always fix her problems with the boom boom room. That would be nice if that's the case. And Greg, if you think that because you was the one over here talking about just lay the pipe, didn't you tell that to Aaron and get him in trouble? Was that you, Greg? Anyway, they're discussing children and biological clocks. Millie? I don't know. She was 32 at the time. I guess it's something you got to be aware of, but girl, it's so unfair. You know what I'm saying? Because 32 is very young, but when you don't have children, and I think for me, I was young when I had my son, so I wasn't pressed about having more children, but I did end up having 2 more children afterwards. So it's never been something, biological clock ticking wasn't something that I was really concerned about. But I think when you don't have any, and even though 32 is very young, and then you like, honestly, her and Greg got 3 years in, shoot, it's like, what do they call it? Time served. I already got time served. So I guess this is appropriate conversation to have. Bring your patience, Greg, because Millie be popping off. She still pops off and things. I don't know. It was a real cute day. He was saying all the right things, and that's dangerous. I'm just saying. But live in that moment. Live in that moment, and the candlelight dinner and the whole thing, and the vibes are coming across the table, and enjoy all of that. And then whatever comes tomorrow, well, it's his birthday, so you probably spent the night in the boom boom room. Back at the house, the kids are decorating, everybody except Aaron and the lovely Diamond. I guess they still in their feelings because these kids don't know how to listen to nobody. So, they're decorating for Greg's party. Listen, I don't know if Greg is full of shit or not full of shit. In this moment, it just was like very nice. It was a nice little over here in the Never Ever Mets. You know what I'm saying? Give us a little red hearts and all that good stuff. I mean, they get back to the house and the party pops off. They got a little drinking game going. If you say Greg, or if you start talking about sex or anything, or I feel like that question went straight out the window because it went straight to sex after that. But don't say Greg, don't say Diamond. And if you do, you got to take a shot. Then there's dancing and everybody have a good time. Greg makes a formal announcement. It's my birthday. I'm a Scorpio. And for my birthday, I would like for Jody to bend over doggy style while Aaron bumps and grinds all up on her booty. Party just got turned. Jody is immediately annoyed. What are we doing? Listen, I be trying not to go in on her, but I'm like, it's the faces you make. And then the things that come out of your mouth, the unnecessary things mean things like, Aaron didn't walk over there and be like, bend over, let me grind on your booty. It was a birthday party game. It's just a game. I want you to remember that, girl. It's just a game. Diamond and the Bishop, they had to check out. They can't stay at the party. And I'm going to go ahead and say, if I was Diamond and the Bishop, I would have left the party too. They too old to be over there bending over, bumping on, grinding on. These are kids. According to y'all, These are kids. They're not really kids. They're 30 somethings. Like it's like the last hurrah before y'all better straighten up and fly right. I mean, if you're gonna be bumping and grinding on the party and that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm not mad at it. But the Diamond and the Bishop said they was checking out. Josh and Shay, it's y'all's turn. Josh, show us what you got. Shay's ready. And I was like, girl, put your feet back on the floor. It's not that serious. We don't really want a real life simulation of what y'all been doing over there in the boom boom room. Anyway, they was here for it. Now it's Chris. He chimes in. Why is it his turn? It ain't even your birthday. You weren't even the one that's supposed to be choosing what the couples are supposed to do. But over here at the Never Ever Mess, we were at Karma Sutra on day 2. So bumping and grinding at a birthday party before you leave this joint doesn't seem like such a, crazy outlandish thing. They bumping and grinding with their partners, you know what I'm saying? At the moment y'all want to switch is the moment, things go left. Anyway, Chris wants for Jody and Sandia to kiss. Jody went from annoyed to excited. Like her whole demeanor was completely different. Sandia, not so much. Jody, did you see her face? How she wasn't excited to do that? Chris, you ain't shit. This is your follow-up to a beautiful romantic horseback ride, sunlit fruits and crackers, cheese and crackers plate. First of all, Jody wants to kiss a woman, Cindy, and it's not. Second of all, how you pimping your girl out like for your pleasure at this party in front of all these people and then Cynthia. Just when I was like hoping that you were gonna, you did it. You should have just went upstairs and packed your bag. You talk about it's just for a game. No, it's disrespectful, is what it is. I'm not even talking about the kids. The kids are neither here nor there. The fact that your man would put you out there like that that's some ain't shit nigga shit. I'm just saying. No matter what, that's what she said. She gonna fight for it no matter what. So I don't even know why I was sitting over here getting my hopes up for something different. I don't know if they together still or not. We'll find out next week, I suppose. But they sure be accidentally falling into matching outfits in front of camera. You know what? Aaron, you said Jody was over here helping you with the creative. And I don't know what she was helping you. Well, I don't know if you said she was helping you. You and Jody were over there vibing and connecting on the creative level. And I don't know like what she's like, offering from her creative perspective, but I think Chris might be one to get with on the creative, on the visuals. I can't stand his ass, but it's a good look. It's a good look over there. So I guess they had some forbidden blocks sitting on the table, and whoever knocked the thing over got to get naked. And then your boy Aaron sits down. Were you tipsy? Aaron, do you drink? Were you drinking and then got tipsy and then you knocked the thing over? Next thing you know, here he is, hot boy running it through the house, butt ass naked. All the kids are getting naked. Sharice over there doing the slip and slide, butt naked all the time, titty twerking and bobbling. Aaron running around over here with I don't know what that is. The camera pack tied around his tushy, running around the house. Shay's sister comes to visit. She's never heard of Josh. She doesn't know anything about Josh. Shay talking about, remember? Something was very weird about that exchange. I'm just saying. The sister was like, I never heard of him before. You don't remember Josh? How does she remember him if you said you haven't introduced him to anybody? I feel like you didn't tell anybody, like not your girl, your best friend or something. That doesn't make sense. I don't believe you. Like, I don't care what I'm doing. Like, I can't, you need to have somebody to tell when you're like excited about, this is a whole relationship. I feel like your best friend, no. She was firing off questions, but I mean, it don't matter, child. She's still running around in her bikini in Miami. Josh is good at answering the questions because I feel like Josh is taking things more seriously than Shay is. I mean, I'm not saying Josh is innocent over here. I just think he feels like the Shay will be a good fit in his roster. He probably be looking at her Instagram pictures going, heck yeah. Josh's childhood friend came to visit. He asking the same thing. So what's your plan? Like y'all have been doing this for 12 years. Now you get to meet each other. Now what's next? Then Texas, friend, that's what's next. Um, I wonder because they had sat down with when they sat down with Dr. Ali, she asked them, she asked Shay, did she get along with his friend? And she was like, it was rocky in the beginning. I'm like, so you've been introduced to his friend, and what was rocky? How did it get rocky? From Miami or wherever the hell you from. Shit. Anyway, at the end of it all, her sister like gave him the thumbs up, I guess, because she knows Shay gonna do what Shay won't do. So what are we gonna argue about it for? So the Bishop and Diamond go on their final date. They're going on a, wine tour. They get there, everything's all set out all nice. You know how you get the wine tasting, what have you, and the man is like, I got Moscato, and she's like, oh yeah, I don't really drink, but I'll take a refreshing Moscato. Then she shot it like a shot of tequila, and I was like, you don't like chug wine, Diamond, Miss. I don't drink, but I'm chugging Moscatos down. Oh, I need another one. These kids over in this house. What do kids got to do with anything? Kids, when I say kids, I mean grown-ups. What do these grown-ass people have to do with anything? Why do they have you so stressed out that you're chugging Moscato? Besides having fun with each other, since y'all don't stop torpedoing their fun. Bishop, I don't even be around them. Like I don't like I'm much older than them. Everybody say that they're getting age shamed, but shit, they keep saying I'm the oldest around here because I'm older and I've lived life longer. The conversations don't match up between the kids and I. So I just, stay away from it. Anyway. They walk through the winery and then they get over to a setup that the Bishop has put together for the lovely Diamond. There's candles everywhere and her favorite white tulips. And, he seems pulled out all the punches. Child. He has speeches. Now, he got speeches. It was a speech involved. And then, he does what he always does. He gets down on one knee or he goes down to the Facebook and then it's proposal time. Time to propose again. First he says a speech, then he gets down on one knee. This time he's not at the Facebook. He's in real life, down on one knee. And he proposes to Diamond and she gives him a dramatic pause. Oh my God. I don't know. The Bishop is looking at Diamond. Diamond is looking at the floor. I'm looking at them little crusty white things that where her gel is flaking over top of her baby hairs. He said he crying, child. I did not know she was crying. I thought she was contemplating, but the Bishop says she's over here crying. And we got a cliffhanger. So we don't know like what they're gonna do down to the winery, child. She a little tipsy, so is she or is she ain't? We don't know. Next week is decision time. People got to decide whether they're going home with each other. Is it going to be a relationship? Are y'all leaving here together or separate? Now, who's that on the bishop's phone or tablet or iPad or whatever that thing? Like it was a big, kind of too big to be a phone or a little bitty tablet. I don't know what it was, but the Diamond just saw something over there and he said it was nobody. And anytime a nigga say nobody, it's really a somebody that you should be concerned about. That's what I feel like. And so, Bishop, what you got going on over there? Huh. Keep playing. You're going to end up at Fight Club. When you walk in the house and see Aunt Esther sitting on the couch, you're gonna know what's up. You're gonna know you done messed up. Got you in trouble last time. Erin has a gift for Jody and she wants to have a conversation. I mean, okay. Y'all like the video, subscribe to this channel. We'll be back next week for the finale. Never ever miss. Bye, y'all.